Cats is a bad movie. Cats is basically a story about a group of cats who get together once a year and perform song and dance numbers about their personal behavior as a cat. Their performance is judged by the eldest of their number, and whomever wins gets to go to the Heaviside Layer and be reborn into a new life. Now, Cats does not have a plot. It doesn't even have sensible words. As most musical movie, its success and appeal relies only nominally on the staging. It leans primarily on the performances. Unfortunately, director Tom Hooper hired an immensely talented choreographer and then clearly had no idea how to shoot or edit that choreography. The film is edited without any rhyme or reason, which is a problem when you're making a musical and so much depends on timing and rhythm. The sound mix was also incomprehensible. When these cats are singing, you cannot hear what they are saying because the instrumentation drowns everything out. Many times in the movie, the sound rises and falls so dramatically as well. Hooper has leaned in hard into showing off his CGI crew skills at turning their human actors into cats. Unfortunately, the visual effects look atrocious, like a human face superimposed onto cat bodies. That's not to mention the terrible compositing work, so that no one looks like they are actually in the space they are inhabiting or sharing space with other characters. In the stage production, the dance and movement of the actors did the heavy lifting of imparting their catness rather than only the costumes. Here, they focus so much on the costumes and the animation of their ears and tails that the dance is left to fall to the wayside. There's little enough magic to spark the imagination, especially in the first half of the film. By the back half, it does seem to settle in, and there's fewer close-ups on ears and tails, and they let the performances begin to speak for itself. The concern would be if anyone is not an avid Cats fan. Will they stick with it long enough to get that far? Aww. I somehow expect that if Cats is to land on its feet, it'll be by way of home and streaming releases. If you're a fan of the musical, I cannot recommend it as something to catch in the theater. Unless you are already there in the theater and Star Wars is sold out and you are already stuck with having to pay for parking. Too bad. Otherwise, wait for it to hit Netflix or any other streaming services and then have it at it with a coffee in hand. That's how bad this movie is.